Ready. Going.
Going. Alright. Fixing to perform a biomechanical load stream examination on Nate Reynolds. So starting off, we're gonna be looking for like leg length discrepancy. So go ahead and bend your knees for me. Right here we're looking at his tibial plateaus, see if there's any discrepancy in length, and then we can come from the side and look and see if one knee's higher than the other for femoral discrepancies. Everything looks normal here. We're gonna go ahead and get him to bridge up, checking for some functional leg length discrepancies. I'm gonna bring it here, check his medial malleoli. Okay, alright, now sit up for me. Okay. And then Nate doesn't seem to have any kind of difference from before he set up to when he set up, so he's good there. No functional leg length discrepancy, no SI joint problems. Alright, now we're going to look at malleolar torsion. So just kind of a gross assessment, just using our fingers going through the malleoli. And then you can kind of see that, it's probably 20 degrees, 25 degrees. As long as between 15 and 25 degrees is normal, or you mentioned also 20 to 30 degrees on the video, so Nate's good there. Moving on to forefoot position, checking forefoot equinus angle. So again, just even though I'm working on his left foot, I'm going to use his right foot for purposes of so you can see better. So this is just looking to see just the angle of the forefoot to the rear foot, and you can see here Nate's got a little bit of angle, but as long as I think 12 to 16 is normal. So I would say he's probably got a 10 or so he's good there. All right, and then now we're checking mid-tarsal mobility. So Nate, if you will bend this leg so we can just kind of see here. So we're going to be looking at the oblique axis on this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of grab his rear foot, and then I'm going to go into like plantar flexion, adduction, dorsiflexion, abduction. So the first thing I'm going to do is put his rear foot into supination, which should make the foot more rigid. And then from here I'm going to go into dorsiflexion and abduction, and then plantar flexion, adduction. Okay. Now I'm going to go into calcaneal eversion, and should loosen things up, and it does. Just like this. Okay, that was the oblique axis. Now we're going to do the same for the longitudinal axis. So this is checking inversion, eversion. And so once again, just put him into calcaneal inversion, and then kind of twisting, checking his inversion, eversion. You can tell here, pretty rigid as compared to calcaneal eversion. And checking, it's not much, but you can feel the difference there. Okay. Now, just to throw in there, this is a good time to go ahead and check like arch height. So if we did just put a mark at his navicular tuberosity, and if you were to look at a line from his medial malleoli to the first MTP joint, you can tell his navicular tuberosity is just a little bit below, which is normal as long as it's right on that line or a little bit below. His is just a little bit below. So that's just a feces line. Now looking at his first ray. So I'm going to just first see like the position of the first ray. Is it dorsiflex? Is it plantar flex? According in reference to his 2 through 5 mets. So just looking at it right now with Nate, his seems to be normal. Doesn't look like his plantar his first ray is plantar flexion, dorsiflex. Okay, and then this one on the first ray, you're going to go into it's different here. It's dorsiflexion inversion, so up and out, and then down and in, up and out, down and in. Okay. All right, and then checking the fifth ray, you can do the same thing. Just grab the mitts 1 through 4, and then with this one, it's the same. I mean, it's dorsiflexion with eversion and plantar flexion with inversion. So once again, just moving it. Oh, there we go. Looks good. Nothing looks hypermobile, hypomobile. And then now, just taking an assessment of the lesser digits. Looking at Nate, he's got, if you could say slight clawing of the lesser digits with some little bit of dorsiflexion at the MTP joint, slight plantar flexion at the PIP and DIPs. But other than that, nothing major. No hammer toe or mallet toe. Okay. And then moving on, we're going to just look at, does he have any kind of lesions on the plantar surface of his feet? Nate does have lesions here. By feeling a palpation, he's got some callus right here up underneath the first met head. And then he's got some actually at the, what appears to be the PIP joint here. All right, so that's him in supine, and then we'll move on to him in sitting here in just a minute.